How's it going, everybody? My name is John. For the people who don't know who I am in the Hilo organization. And what we're doing today is making a little training video for people in our organization, or really much just anywhere who could take use of it. Okay, so give you a little background real quick. I'm 27. I've been in network marketing for a good 3-4 years, and it's really had a positive impact on my lifestyle and just me as a person. And we'll go over some of the things here in this video. You'll get a better understanding of what I mean. So what I want to jump into today is setting our standards. It's going to be a short little video clip, probably about 10-15 minutes, but myself and my business partner Josue are going to be part of it, and we're going to go over some quick 7 steps of really setting a good foundation for your team or yourself when you start your organization. Okay, so up here I have seven things listed, and it's really in my personal preference order. This isn't necessarily something that has to be in this order. It's really just however you feel about it. As long as you're hitting these bases, then it doesn't matter what order you put them in. Okay, so number 1 up here, I feel is my favorite and most important to myself, is establish your personal standard. Okay, when I say establish your personal standard, I mean lead by example. You can't expect your organization to follow you when you're not doing what you need to be doing yourself. For example, my personal standard is I focus on a lot of team communication, setting goals, make sure I'm writing everything down, and really attempting to hit those realistic goals. I don't throw just some random number out there and expect to hit it. I think about everything I do, and I work towards those to have the best possible effect that I can possibly get. Okay. Number 2, team communication. Again, one of my personal standards. Example, this video we're doing is going to be on our YouTube page. So I like to stay in contact with my team. My team always knows if they need something, they can contact me day or night. I'm always there to help them, always there to answer their questions, just things like that when they do have questions. I like to be very prompt with everything I do, and I try and answer a lot of questions before they even ask, and that cuts out a lot of confusion and really helps people grow their business without having a guardian or chaperone around them all the time. So it's really effective when you have good team communication. And another thing with team communication is always contact the newest people on your downline. Whether you sponsored them or not, always contact them, because those are your building blocks. If those people don't start in their organization correctly, and they're really just left hanging to dry, or you finally contact them a month later, that's a month gone of progress you could have made. By the end of the month, they might not even want to be in the organization anymore because it took so long to get started. So very, very, very important to keep good team communication. Okay. Number 3, be proactive, not reactive. This is also one of my favorites. When I say be proactive, not reactive, I mean try and solve the situation before it happens. Okay. Again, these videos try and help with that, so people always have something to go to when they have a question. Say they can't get in touch with anybody, myself or Josue or the upline, or really just anybody in the organization. Okay, so be proactive, help people set goals, set your own goals, and make sure you hold yourself accountable for those goals. Okay, don't just throw random numbers out there and expect to hit something. Okay, set reasonable goals and make sure you have a target, because if you don't have a target, then you're always going to miss. All right, and another thing, your habits make who you are. So when you're making your habits, remember that. Okay, don't spend 3 hours a day sitting on the couch expecting to grow a business or be rich in a year. It doesn't work like that. This is hard work. It's simple, but it's hard work. It takes time to get that residual money and that residual effort coming in. So you really want to set good foundation when you're starting your organization and when other people are starting the organization. Because if you've been in longer, a lot of people will look up to you and look at to what you're doing to set their standards. Okay, so you want to make sure, especially if you're a leader, have high standards on what you're doing. Number 4, inspect what you expect. And when I say inspect what you expect, some people might not understand that. Don't just tell someone to do something and then not do it yourself. Make sure you're leading by example, okay? Make sure you're out there in the trenches with your team. If they need something, make sure you're there to help them, okay? If you tell them to do something, make sure you check with them and make sure they do it. You know, this isn't demeaning to anybody. You know, I know people are leaders themselves. Some people might not want you checking on them, but the fact of the matter is you have to, okay? So always inspect what you expect people to do, and always inspect yourself along with that, because if you're slacking, then you really can't, you really don't have any room to tell other people what to do themselves, okay? So that's it for me right here. 5 through 7. My business partner Josue is going to cover that, and he's going to come up here shortly, okay?